Welcome back to another video. In this video we are making like a sweet and sour chicken, but this one is more of a fakeaway, so it's a lower calorie version than say you would get at a Chinese. It's not authentic, it's just a simple home version. So I got some of the British chicken thighs. These did have the bone in this morning, just because it was £2.90 a packet, and already prepped chicken is bloody expensive, so takes 2 minutes to take out the bone, and then you've got boneless thighs, a lot more weight for your money. I've left one to do in front of the camera, so all I did before, you see the bone running through, all you do, slice directly where the bone is and open it out. You start seeing the bone. You'll be able to trim around the outside of the bone, like so, and then you'll be able to feel both sides of the bone. Keep trimming down and out, like so, and then you'll be able to pinch underneath the bone, slide your knife underneath, and then just cut through and around the little knuckle bit, and then you scrape down the bone, like so, and it should pretty much just pull off. There we go. There's a little bit of sinew there. I just normally do a little V cut to get that out. There's a hard bit of gristle. I'll just go underneath that. Cut around the outside of it. Chicken's getting sliced anyway, so I won't worry too much about hacking at it. Because I'm trying to make it low calorie, all the skins will be getting taken off. I'm not going to do anything with the skins today. I'd normally crisp them up and have them as a snack, but they're so unhealthy, so I'll just be throwing the chicken skin away this time. So I'll quickly take the skins off all these chickens. Right, now the chicken's been de-skinned, skins are going in the bin, and then I'll quickly weigh how much chicken I've got. So for a 1 kilo tub of chicken thighs, deboned and de-skinned, 729 grams of chicken thigh, and that cost me £2.89 on offer at the moment. So you get a lot more for your money if you just quickly take the bones out yourself. All I'm going to do is cube up this chicken. There we go, that's all that chicken chopped. What I'll do is I'll add it to a bowl. Get my bicarbonate of soda to velvet the chicken with whatever's left in here. I've probably got like half a teaspoon left. Get some Chinese 5-spice. Open it. Right, after fighting with that packet for 3 or 4 minutes trying to open it, finally got it open. I'll hit it with a teaspoon, a heaped teaspoon of Chinese 5-spice. Give that a good mix. There we go, that's all mixed in nicely. And we'll leave that to the side. All right, on the other side of the board now, my non-raw side, my non-raw meat side. So we've got 2 small white onions. These are going to be blended down. So all I'm going to do is chop them roughly, ready for the blender. This is pretty much a one pot recipe, other than frying off the chicken later on. All the onions, the white onions, go into the blender. Four garlic cloves and a 15-gram piece of ginger. Ginger, I'm just going to give it a rough slice. Garlic, keep whole. It's going to get blended anyway. Then chilli, just the normal, really mild red finger chilies. You don't want any of the bird's eye ones or habaneros because they're just too hot, unless you want it spicy. Just give them a rough chop because they're going to get blended anyway. De-seeded, and I've also washed out the inside as well, just to take a little bit more of the spice off. Like so. Give that a blend. Give that a quick scrape around the edges. Loosen up anything that's not blended. Give it one more whiz. There we go, that's been blended now. Because I don't sweat anything off for this recipe. It's all just put in raw, so it can go straight in the pan. All of your blended chili, onion, ginger, garlic. Then we add, might seem strange to some, but this one's, I use Fanta as the main base. Well, I'm not using Fanta, I'm using the cheaper version. Always 0 sugar, because obviously you're trying to make a low calorie version. You can use a Fanta Zero if you want a better orange flavour. Put 1.5 litres. There we go, 1.5 litres of fizzy orange. Give that a good mix. Like so. And then we'll add got white wine vinegar, 70 grams of white wine vinegar to give it the sour element. That can go in. 70 grams of ketchup. Can go in as well. One teaspoon of paprika. Then normally chicken stock, but I've only got beef stock in, so I'll do one beef jelly stock pot by Knorr. And then I'll get this on the heat so it comes up to the boil. Alright, in the meantime, got two large red onions. Want these kind of chunky because these are going to be like the bulk of the veg that's in the sweet and sour. They're done. With a carrot, I've got one large carrot, it's about 200 grams. All I'm going to do with this, in half, and then slice into half moons. Perfect. And next, I've just taken the sides off a pack of 3 mixed peppers. Roughly either the same size as your carrots or the same size as your onion. I'm probably just going to go in half and then just give it a couple of cuts through it. So they're all ready. All I'll do now is I'll cut across to the stove so you can see it all coming together. Right, over the stove top now, it's coming to the boil. Only thing I've added more to this is I added another 70 grams of white wine vinegar and another 70 grams of ketchup because it wasn't the desired colour or taste. I normally eyeball everything, so I've never actually weighed out this recipe, so but now it's at the colour that I want it and the flavour that I want it. So all my blended onion, garlic, ginger and chilli is in there. All we want to do is bring this up to the boil. At the same time this goes up to the boil, I'll add all my other raw ingredients. So I'll add them now. Peppers, onion, carrot, give them a good mix through. And then we'll just let this boil away until the vegetables are soft. It will reduce a little bit. I have got spare of the orange if I need to add any more, or you can add a bit of water, but I'll cut back. I'll come back once it's reduced by half. Right, the sweet and sour sauce with the fizzy orange has been reducing for about half an hour. I did take it off the heat and I've just put it back on. So yeah, reduce it by about a third. The sauce is a little bit thicker than it was. All the vegetables are soft now inside there. So all I'll do now is have 15 grams of corn flour with a little bit of water in it. You can use arrowroot if you want the sauce to be clear, but I've only got corn flour, so I'll use this just to thicken it up to desired consistency. to be honest, I think I might need another 15 grams of corn flour. It's not thickened up quite as much as I wanted it to. So another 15 grams of corn flour. And now that's a lot thicker. You can take it a little bit thicker than that if you want to add a little bit more corn flour, but I'm going to have it as quite a saucy version. It's thicker than it was anyway, so I'll now leave that to the side, and I'll be preheating my frying pan for the chicken. I'll wash off the chicken now, wash off the 5 spice and the bicarbonate off it, and then I'll come back to you with the rest. Right, my pan is nice and hot. I'll add 15 sprays. My chicken has been washed and drained. You can still see some of the 5 spice on there, but you'll wash some of it off as well. But you'll still get the flavour. The flavour would have already got into the meat. So I'll add this in now. The chicken is not going to have a lot of colour on it. It's going to be cooked, but there's not going to be a lot of colour on it. But generally when you get it from the takeaway, there's no real colour on the chicken anyway. So I'll just keep cooking this down until the chicken's fully cooked. What I'll do is I'll drain some of this liquid off. Right, now the chicken is fully cooked. All I'm going to do is I'll drain off some more of that excess juice. So more of that excess juice has been drained off. I'll hit the meat with some salt. Doesn't need pepper as there's already chilli in our sweet and sour sauce mix. And then all we do, bring this one back over, tip your chicken into your sweet and sour sauce. Like so. Give that a mix through. And there we have it. A lovely, lower calorie, sweet and sour, made using Fanta Zero or the alternative cheaper supermarket brand. Nice little dish. Serve it with some noodles or some rice. it'd be perfect. Obviously not exactly the same as a takeaway, but for the calories, definitely worth it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment if you're going to try it, and please subscribe. Thank you.